First got into the Telecaster back probably 1973 or something like that. My first really good guitar was a Gibson SG Les Paul, which I still have. I love the sound of it, but I was hearing these brighter sounds on records, and I realized that they were Fender guitars. So I went looking for really either a Strat or a Tele at that time, and I came across a Telecaster. It said with custom finish for $150 in the local paper, and I went down to look at it, and it was indeed a pink paisley Telecaster, which at that time was not particularly popular. It hadn't become vintage yet, but it was a real Fender and it was affordable, so I got that, and I loved it immediately. It was so different from my Gibson, as I played longer and longer, I ended up just gravitating toward the Telecaster more and more often. Especially I came across a 53 Tele, and I realized that the beefy sound of that could do almost anything. You know, you could get this kind of twangy back pickup sound. Or you can get kind of a jazzy front pickup sound. And the middle position is great for just regular rock rhythm, you know. And of course, you know, blues, any kind of stuff, middle pickup is great for blues as well. So I just ended up really playing a Telecaster probably, you know, a good percentage of the time, and they're just great all-around guitars. You can hit somebody over the head in a club with them, they'll stay in tune. In fact, at the end of one of my songs, I am in the habit of throwing the guitar up in the air, and in one festival in Italy, I actually was borrowing somebody else's guitar, and I threw the guitar up, and it was a marquee that had a curved top on it, and if the guitar hit the top and angled over in another direction and just slammed on the floor. I picked it up, not even a scratch, dent, nothing, still in tune basically. So they're definitely a working man's guitar. So if you're just getting into country guitar, pedal steel guitar is actually a really important component, but oftentimes there's no pedal steel in the band. So the guitar player has to do some of the pedal steel licks, and they usually require bending one note and holding another one stationary. So probably, you know, one of the easiest and one of the first ones to do is that, say you're playing the key of E, you move up to the 12th fret, so, and that's just bending up a whole step. You can also do it here. Which that's the kind of stuff my old friend in the Telecasters, Jerry Donahue, did a lot of. You can also just grab two notes in the middle of the guitar on the same fret. And if you bend them together, the bottom one will go up in a whole step, and the top one will go up just a half step. you get that move. And another thing, there's a lot of kind of rhythm patterns. I'm having a problem doing that kind of stuff because I've broke this nail, and usually I'll do it with fingernails, but I don't have any nail on that thing. So. Another nice thing you can do is kind of scale patterns that have notes that ring together. And so your left hand is going to be in unusual positions. And here's one in E. So you're sliding up to the G sharp, then playing the F sharp, 7th fret on the B string, and then you get an open E again, and then you play D sharp on the B string, and C sharp on the G string. So, and you try to let the notes ring as long as possible. You can also do a G scale, same way. Start on G, and then you're going to spread wide, wide spread with your fingers here, so you're going to have to use your little finger, but playing G on the 3rd fret, and then F sharp on the 5th fret, 7th fret, sorry. Then again, E, open E, and then you play D, C, D on the B string, C on the G string. And the idea is to use your open strings as much as possible in the scale, so you get a sound like. So it's just basically a G scale, but it's a nice sound. And then you can mix those kind of things up. And that's incorporating some finger picking in it as well. Hammer-ons are always a good thing, and you can do some patterns where you're just moving up, kind of up an A chord. The first one is like a 7. So you hammer on the 5th and 7th fret, and then jump up to the 5th fret on the D string. So slowly. And so 2, 3, 4. So you're hammering every time. And you change the first 2 are whole steps. And then this is a half step. And then a whole step. You can move it all around and have a good time.
Bye.